Welcome back. Seven Rivers Racing here in KQEG. Al Ossie and Dan Dykers. We get you set for the openers and open practices here in western Wisconsin for asphalt and dirt track racing. Can't wait. Got about a week and a half to go. Lacrosse is going to get things started here next weekend, the 16th. Opening night the following weekend, April 23rd, and you're going to see our guest not only at that track this year, but two tracks here in western Wisconsin out of Sparta. Drives the number 22. It's pink and black, and it's Bad Brad Warthan. What's up, buddy?
Oh, Brad. How you guys doing?
Good. I'm not going to shake your hand because you got oil grease and tire stuff all over that.
It's working on the stock car.
How you been?
Not bad. You know, we're looking real forward to getting out there this year. I turned some laps on my birthday here last week and kind of really set the mood, you know, and we're real excited. I got a new car. It's not going to be ready for the opener, but we're hoping that that'll be ready by the time Tomah opens up. So.
And in our next segment, we're going to show you exactly, for the folks that have not seen the Tomah track in quite a while, Jesse, our cameraman, was out filming Brad at the Crosse Speedway here last week and did it on his birthday. And we're going to get some video footage of the pink and black 22 going round and around the track. First question I have is a lot of folks that have not been to a lot of races at lacrosse in the past couple of years want to know what happened to the silver truck.
You know, it got old, and there's just times that the car handles a lot better, you know, and I feel more comfortable in that. The truck was fun, the fans loved it, you know, and I liked it, but I feel more comfortable driving behind the wheel of my car.
If you look at the major advantages and disadvantages of driving, I think you and Steinhoff have had the only trucks I've seen that actually ran either a sportsman class or a Thunderstock race, a non-truck type race. How do you set up a truck to go into the corners as fast as a regular Thunderstock car does?
You know, it's a little bit different, Dan, because of the fact that you got that big box in the back there, and, you know, there's no weight. So, you know, I mean, you got to do some placements with things and figure out some different spring rates and stuff like that. But mainly it handles just like a car does. You know, I've had a couple other drivers. Andy Morris drove it. My brothers drove it. And you know, they don't like it. So they feel more comfortable behind the wheel of a car, and, you know, I kind of do too. So it's nice to be able to drive something different out there. The fans loved it, and I actually thought about building like a 7-passenger station wagon sometime.
Brad tried to have me buy that truck here about 2 years ago, and then he wanted me to buy it last year, but I would much rather be on the mic than on the track and what those guys do, especially on that quarter mile. And now the car you've got, I know you've raced here and you've raced Columbus, and you've also raced quite a bit in Rockford.
Yeah, that's right. I go down to Crosse Speedway for the short track national championships every year. Run good down there constantly. You know, I mean, we're always in the top 10 down there. Bahama Brackets is right after, a week after Oktoberfest
Which,
racing.
Now, you won that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I won that in 2008, and that was a real nice payday, big trophy. Trophy sits on the TV stand, you know. So, but yeah, you know, we got Rookie of the Year at Columbus 151 in 2009.
You and I were in contact quite a bit when you were running Columbus that year, and you were sending me newspaper clippings. It was Warthan, and then the Bad Brad name went all the way across the other side of the state.
Yes, it did. Really, it ended up in Illinois also.
You gave yourself a name in Columbus right off the bat, getting Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. You know, we had fun down there. I haven't been down there at all. I raced down there once last year, and I wanted to really concentrate on lacrosse, and that's what we're going to do this year, too. I mean, we're going to have some fun at Tomah, but I really want to concentrate on getting that track championship. I mean, I've been at it almost 10 years, and it's time.
Do you feel that you have the track figured out, the quarter-mile track at lacrosse yet?
You go straight and turn left. I mean, the bump in turn one is the main thing that you really got to figure out. You know, I mean, you gotta know how to drive it in there. And so, but yeah, you know, it's fun out there. Crosse Speedway, it's always been a home track for me. Same thing with Tomah. You know, I grew up over in Tomah watching my dad race, and he got a track championship over there in 1989. So it's nice to be able to go to a track that's going to open back up that I actually grew up there with my childhood.
Do you ever have any aspirations of going to the larger track at lacrosse?
It'd be nice financially. You know, we really can't afford it right now. I repeat, if we get that track championship this year, it's going to be a good battle. I think I might retire for a couple of years and build a new sportsman car.
What are your feelings on Tomah now? I know that it's kind of funny because when you talk to a driver at La Crosse, and you've been there longer than I have, everybody's related to everybody somehow. Brad's related to the Millers, so now Dakota and Caleb are brothers.
Yep.
Billy used to race, I think, at Tomah.
Yep.
And then you're good friends with the Scholze family, and I know Steve had ran at Tomah for quite a while. Knowing that the older crowd that you're either associated with or related to that used to run Tomah, are you hearing stories on this is how you need to handle turn one, this is how you handle the front straightaway, this is how you handle side-by-side racing?
You know, not really, because Dave Thompson, the owner, actually tore the track up, repaved it, did a lot of work, put a new front stretch wall in. I remember back in the old days over there, you come out of turn 4, there was a big dirt pile. So I actually seen Corey Jankowski many times come out of turn 4, pass cars in the dirt. So, you know, they still got some of the old track there. It's fun. It's real long straightaways. It's going to be a lot of good racing action.
I remember seeing some YouTube video here that somebody had posted not too long ago of somebody going through turn 2. There's no wall right there. They kept going until they met the tree and the violent impact in which they took out that tree.
Was that Ken Hutchins?
I think it was Ken Hutchins, and would have been what, back in the 70s, maybe in the 80s?
It was in the 90s, actually.
Oh, okay.
I was at that race.
Okay.
And I remember it plain as day. And yeah, my dad was one of the first ones over there to see if Ken was okay. He actually throttle stuck going into turn 1, and there was a car sitting there, and the right front clipped the car and rolled the car over. So, but yeah, it was a real bad wreck. You see the photos and the video on lawspeedway.com. So it's fun out there, you know. And
yeah, I don't know if you've checked the website out yet. There's more and more people at lawspeedway.com that are publishing photos from not only Western Wisconsin but other tracks throughout the state. Black and white photos and early Kodak color type pictures are posting, and there are quite a few of not only La Crosse but of the Excalibur Speedway as well in Tomah. So yeah, remember that website, folks, and keep submitting those pictures, maybe some video, because it's kind of neat to see you know, old Ken Hutchins running and Dick Trickle back in his heyday of really neat pictures of the Camaro or the trucks that brought them in on the back of their flatbeds. They're totally different from what they look like nowadays. When we return, we're going to talk more about the Excalibur Speedway. Bad Brad Warthan, our guest on the program today, and what it was like to be the first driver in 4 years to put 4 tires down on the Excalibur Speedway about a week ago on his birthday. This is the Seven Rivers Racing Show here in KQEG.